Sherry here from Sherry's Art. Today I'm going to show you as to how we fill up the gaps in a Rangoli chalk. As you all know, that stencils are cut out on a card sheet wherein to hold the shape of a particular design, you need to leave certain spaces uncut. I'll show you what I mean. As you can see this heart, and you can see this, both are hearts but cut differently. In this space, I've just cut the outline and I have left certain spaces uncut here, here, here and here. Same way, in this big thing, the entire chunk of the card sheet is cut, but I have left this space uncut. The reason being that we want to hold the shape of this design. If we happen to cut these spaces, it will go completely lean and untidy like this. See how dirty, how lame and how crooked it looks. So when you happen to do this crooked thing on the floor, it will happen like this. See, all bulged, all torn and tattered, and 100% this is going to smudge your design. Just to avoid such accidents and to avoid such unwanted things on your Rangoli chalk, we have to compulsorily leave certain spaces uncut. In this case, in this heart shape where I have cut the entire chunk of the paper, is cut, but still I have left this space uncut because when you pick it up from the floor, this thing will definitely touch the floor, definitely touch the design, and there are 100% chances that your color, what you have done, the chalk that you have made will go bad, will go smudged, and we don't want all that to happen. That's the reason we leave certain spaces uncut. And yes, when we leave certain spaces uncut, definitely there is going to be a gap, some space on your Rangoli chalk as well. So, to make your Rangoli chalk very fine, very tidy, neat and finished material, we should always fill up those gaps. So today I'm going to show you as to how we fill up those gaps. I must also say that the beginners must do it compulsorily, because that's the way you can start mastering the art of doing a chalk. And if you want your chalk to be very nice and very finished and flawless, you must always fill up those gaps. But you must always know your design. In some designs, we deliberately leave that space, so please make sure that when you fill up those gaps, you don't accidentally happen to fill up the space you're not supposed to do. So all these things comes after a lot of practice. Keep doing that, and this filling up gap is not a rocket science. You'll do it as you keep on practicing. So, doing no much ado, let's begin.
Okay guys, so we'll start with the work. I have already made the space, and my base is a little bit shabby here and there, but I'll make it a very finishing look at the end. And for making the base, I've already made a video, so I request you to kindly go through the links mentioned in the description box and view those videos, and you can find yourself doing a wonderful Rangoli chalk by yourself. So as I told you, I'm going to show you as to how we fill up these gaps. Right, you can see here, so what I'm doing is I'm first going to make this this Rangoli, and then I'll get back to you shortly. See how pretty it looks. This is an orange flower rose with a red heart over it, and these little buds are in the shape of in the shade of orange and red. Even these leaves are in a shading, so you definitely find the color difference here. The dark color is different, the lighter green is different, the other dark color is different. So all these colors complement each other. They are not overpowering the design, or they're not underpowering it, or none of the objects have been overpowered by each other. Okay, so the main thing comes here is that, as I told you, that today we'll learn as to how are we going to fill up these gaps. As I earlier told you, that since this is a stencil, we definitely have to keep gaps to hold the shape of the design. So it's very simple and easy. We are working on the red color, so we'll take some red color in our palm like this. Again, take some color in index finger, between index finger and your thumb, and just shake it around, and sprinkle a little bit like this. See, it gives a very flawless shape. Again, this will come with practice. I have tried a lot of times, I have failed a lot of times, but trial and error is the key. Here, like this. Sprinkle a little bit. Please don't sprinkle anything over here because it's already a design. It's not a deliberate break that I have given. So this is not, I'm not doing it here, I'm doing it here. So you must know the design well before you start working it, because at times certain gaps are required, spaces are required, and if we accidentally happen to sprinkle color on it, the entire design will go bad. I have sprinkled little color over here because a little bit of hint of orange color has just fall on it, so I'm doing it. I'm just putting a little color over here, but you must check the colors, where they are and how they are being sprinkled. If some color has fallen on a particular object or particular color, just do that before you pick up the stencil. Or if you forget to pick up the stencil and you find that okay, that color has accidentally fallen on the other color and looking shabby, so rectifying it, repairing it will be a bit difficult. So this is how it is. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you like it. You can subscribe to my channel and share and like my channel. I really wish you guys all the best and be happy, be safe. God bless.